We all need water to survive. That pretty much goes without saying. And here at Worcester Polytechnic Institute, located in the second largest city in New England, well, we have water in abundance. But how many of those 200,000 people could actually tell you where their water comes from? While we may be privileged to have access to fresh water all over Worcester and much of the United States, that isn't true everywhere.
Since ancient Egyptian civilization, the Nile has long been called the breadbasket of Egypt, where the country relies on the delta as a food source. Sea level rise has caused 15% of Egypt's most fertile farmland to be damaged.
People living along the coast, homes, residences, so forth, are at risk of being submerged at some level. The delta itself is Egypt's primary agricultural hub. So a lot of farming land, which is along the coast, is now at risk of being lost.
Water availability is an often overlooked privilege in the United States. It is estimated by the EPA that the average American household uses 120,000 gallons of water every year and wastes an additional 9,400 gallons through excessively running taps, watering lawns, and other exploitation of water. However, it is important to realize that this abundance of available water is not persistent around the world. This makes finding ways to save water and cut down on waste crucial to thriving in the long term. Hydroponics are currently used in many arid regions to promote agriculture while being mindful of water scarcity. This practice allows producers to use growing mediums other than soil to hold plants while providing nutrients through water. These practices use 90% less water than traditional farming practices as well. In addition to using significantly less water, with the plants being provided with more nutrients and often more precise light, they also can go through up to 7 to 14 times more growth cycles.
However, this does not come without a cost for producers. While the farms are very efficient in terms of water usage and production, they are vastly expensive to use in large-scale productions. However, this does not mean the technology is completely infeasible. For individuals, they sell at-home kits that you can buy the entire kit itself or buy the parts to make the kit and then grow hydroponic vegetables yourself at home. For large-scale producers who are able to afford it, they're able to implement these systems on a large scale to provide vegetables for whoever they are producing for, or buy these small kits in bulk to then grow individual plots of vegetables.
Hydroponics is a method of growing where you put the nutrient in the water and that's carried to the plant through a system like this. The bench actually fills up with water between 2 to 5 times a day, and that carries the nutrient to the crop, and then it naturally ebbs away, goes through a filter system, cleans itself, and then comes back round and is used again.
The benefits of hydroponics countering water scarcity extend past the water it inherently saves. By pairing hydroponic systems and water recycling, the low water usage of hydroponics can be complemented by the abundance of recyclable water to put significantly less strain on existing freshwater systems.
An example of recycled water that can be used with hydroponics is gray water. Gray water is water that has been used for non-soiling tasks. Water from flushing toilets or grease traps from sinks is considered to be black water. Nearly all other used water is gray water. This water is able to be filtered, processed, cleaned, and then can be used for non-potable tasks. One such use for this non-potable water is hydroponics. While this can be done with any recycled gray water, such as that from laundry machines, sinks, and showers, it is particularly efficient to be used with aquaculture.
Aquaculture farms produce nearly half of the world's fish, accounting for around 49%. However, these farms require a significant amount of fresh, cleaned water and energy to keep the water maintained. By combining aquaculture and hydroponics, commonly called aquaponics, you are able to both help keep the aquaculture farm maintained by allowing plants to filter out waste, while also providing significant natural nutrients to the plants created by the fish within the farm. This vastly increases the health of all organisms within the system. It also aids in using less water and producing more food for the people who need it.
Aquaponics and hydroponics are already being utilized to great success in countries combating water scarcity issues, such as the United Arab Emirates, Egypt, and Algeria. A farm in the UAE called Emirates Hydroponic Farms has been producing vegetables using hydroponics since 2008, as well as offering personal hydroponic growing systems for around $300 that individuals are able to use to grow their own vegetables. In Egypt, Multiple hydroponic farms are opening throughout the country. This has been extremely beneficial as over 95% of Egypt is non-arable land. Similarly, in Algeria, hydroponics are being used to grow vegetables for human consumption, as well as utilizing them to grow barley for animal feed. While these three countries have been on the forefront of hydroponic usage, the path is being paved for many others to follow suit in order to best utilize the water that they have available. While thinking about water scarcity can be daunting at times, feeling like you can never do enough, we often like to think back to Professor Wangari Maathai's hummingbird parable.
Fire. All the animals in the forest come out and they are transfixed as they watch the forest burning, and they feel very overwhelmed, very powerless, except this little hummingbird. It says, I'm going to do something about the fire. So it flies to the nearest stream, takes a drop of water, and it puts it on the fire and goes up and down, up and down, up and down, as fast as it can. In the meantime, all the other animals, much bigger animals like the elephant with a big trunk, could bring much more water. They are standing there helpless, and they are saying to the hummingbird, what do you think you can do? You're too little. This fire is too big. Your wings are too little. And you're big, so small, you can only bring a small drop of water at a time. But as they continue to discourage it, it turns to them without wasting any time and tells them, I am doing the best I can. And that, to me, is what all of us should do.
Conserving the commons is an effort that will take the entire world working together. Whether that is turning off your tap while brushing your teeth, taking a shorter shower, or switching to hydroponics, it is important to remember to do your best and do what you can. Every drop makes a difference, so whether you're a hummingbird or an elephant, start making the change you want to see in the world today.